This amazing card might look pigeonholed into a very niche archetype, but trust me, it's far, far better than you may realise. Jasmine Boreal of the Seven is a legendary 3-mana Selesnya human druid 2/4 who can tap to add a green and a white mana which can only be spent on vanilla creatures, and gives a blanket ability that your vanilla creatures can't be blocked by non-vanillas. Now, from looking at that, you may know exactly what this deck does. It's the kind of deck where you're playing Ruxa, Petroglyphs, and then your particular flavour of vanillas, whether that be Madagascan, Tahitian, or chugging straight vanilla extract from the bottle. And honestly, if you like that playstyle, go for it. It's really, really neat, and Jasmine is a great facilitator. But that being said, that's what this card is known for. And frankly, I want to highlight the utility that this card has in other decks outside her standard vanilla beatstick vibe, how she performs in the 99. Magic players can often fall into a trap of thinking that they need to utilise every single part of a card for them to put it into a deck, and I think Jasmine is a victim of this. Because to me, that Mana Dork ability is really clouding the outrageous power of her evasion effect, and how good it is when combined with tokens or face down cards, aka strategies that can't make use of the Mana Dork effect. See, the amount of vanilla creatures people actually have on field at any one given time outside of specific strategies is pretty much always negligible. Like maybe a Beast Within token here or a Manifest there. And so, weirdly, Jasmine's evasion effect, what it mirrors most is, of all things, bloody horsemanship. They're both evasive effects, which technically isn't unblockable, but may as well be with how rare the things that can block are. It's not quite busted on horsemanship's level, because you do see vanillas a bit more often than other horsemanship creatures. But a vanilla creature is certainly more uncommon than, say, a flyer, which is the other thing you could compare this effect to. So, circling back to the tokens and face downs, giving these strategies, one of which is very aggressive, and the other of which uses combat in tricksy ways to blindside opponents, a way of granting a good chunk of their creatures unblockable, can be absolutely game warping. Don't forget, when cards are face down, unless cloaked or disguised, they have no abilities, and similarly there's a hefty chunk of tokens which also forego any effects. Quickly going for a bit of a deeper dive on why Jasmine works so well in both strategies. With face-down cards, you've got commanders like, say, Koust, who want to have as many face-down creatures dealing combat damage as possible, which Jasmine aids in tremendously, as well as the inherent hilarity of stupid plays like your unblockable 2/2, after blockers are declared, suddenly morphing into a Croson Cloud Scraper. Amazing. Meanwhile, on the other hand, with the tokens, if you build your deck right, or even just around a certain type of token, Jasmine basically reads win the game. Like, just to name a few ideal strats for Big Jazzy here, so tokens with no effects, and lots of them. You've got, say, Kadira and her bunnies, or any Naya Deserts deck and their flood of sand warriors, or even just a human token list along the lines of, say, Kyla, with the added synergy of Jasmine herself being a human. It was actually this token-based utility that inspired me to cover Jasmine, because she is an absolute house in my Rith the Awakener Saproling deck, where she, alongside Shared Animosity, has won me more games than I can count. People have recognised that Jasmine is a wonderful commander with a unique strategy, but sadly she sees very little 99 play outside of the zone, and I think that's a travesty. So I appeal to all my token lovers and all my morph freaks out there. Jasmine is your friend, give her a shot.